Hello again. Look at this, right back in the same spot I was last. It was so beautiful I had to come back here and do it with a bit more comfort. So as you can see, I've got the truck with me. Going to be using the roof tent tonight. If you didn't see the last video or the video before it, I'll go over some of the upgrades I've been getting on with the truck. It's not there yet, but it's certainly on its way. And just enjoy this beautiful day in this beautiful spot. Well, first up is my new awning. It's the same make as the one on my Ranger, 4x4 Direct. They're pretty well priced and they work a treat. You can put them up on your own. The wider they are, the harder that is, hence no footage, but yeah, you get used to it. Here's to getting out. It is such a beautiful spot, and I know I keep saying that in the last video and this one, but I love it here. Even the tracks coming up, they're really nice to drive. First time I came up it was quite muddy, but it's dried out a lot now. So the awning is up and the roof tent is up as well. The awning, I didn't say, it's actually attached to the roof tent. The roof tent has an aluminium frame on the bottom, and instead of riveting it I found something called jack nuts. Whether you've heard of them or not, they're kind of like a raw plug but for metal, and so I drilled holes in and put a couple of them in, and it clears the door just like perfect. When it's dangling like it is open, it just rubs on the sill a little bit, so that kind of worked out. And yeah, obviously the lift as well. I've now got a 2-inch body lift and a 2-inch suspension lift. One of the springs was broken anyway, so it was worth doing the suspension all the way round. So yeah, went for the lift at the same time. And these 33-inch BF Goodriches on some new steel wheels. It's riding just how I want it now. Got a few more bits to come. Waiting for some from Canada and stuff like that for my budget build. Didn't go that way at all. But I'm happy. I'm liking this truck. Well, I'm just setting up my sleep system inside the roof bunk here. Now, roof bunk have actually just released a new tent. I emailed them the other day, said I'm going out with this one, and they said this new Explorer model, they're going to give a discount to anyone interested. If you use the code Kent100, you get £100 off, which is a pretty damn good deal. And it's made out of the same materials as this one. I'll probably put a picture of it on the screen. But that's till June 14th, I believe, just to give people time to sort out roof bars and, you know, email them if you need any help. But I've been very happy with this one. I may at some point get hold of the other one as a loaner or something just to try it out, show you guys what it looks like. But yeah, I've been very happy. I just remembered I actually bought the side for the awning, the sidewall. So I'm not going to leave it up because I haven't got like a crosswind and rain and stuff, but I just want to see how it goes. Right, it's pretty simple actually, it just velcros on. There is a bit of a wind, it keeps flapping about, but it comes in gusts. Now I haven't got pegs, and it didn't come with pegs. I've only got the two for the actual awning, so I'm not going to peg it down, but I know what that looks like. So yeah, at least I know for when I do use it. I brought the Winterwell fire pit with me because this is the folding one. I do really like this. I do want the XL version though. This is the large, and as you can see there's not a huge amount of space in there for like burning like logs, split logs and stuff, and getting bigger fires and more coals. I just can't quite bring myself to spend the money on the XL. I think it's about £200 or over for just the fire pit. The grate and the grills are separate, not to mention the bag. Yeah, maybe one day. Still hear the Spitfire just went over. Got a question for you guys that do overlanding and truck tenting, that sort of thing. I've still got the lighting, like the real lights and the strip light from my old setup on the Ranger, but that was like a 1.5 metre awning. So I'm looking for something that either goes all the way around or down both sides, or I think I've even seen ones that clip into the housing and light up, you know, your area under the awning. So, you know, give me some ideas and stuff to look at. Not too expensive, no ARB stuff. And yeah, I'll get that sorted. I just noticed how wide these tyres are compared to the old ones on the risers. Just about fit. Well, this is all the wood I left here just a few days ago. So I may as well use it today, plus with what I've brought with me. I've got this new RotoQ 360 to try out. It got sent to me and it really excited me, to be honest. It's a rotisserie. It's got a few different attachments which I've not got with me, but I'm going to be cooking a chicken tonight and I want to try it with the fire pit. So I'll just set that up ready. I'm not sure exactly, there's different ways of using it, so we'll see what works best here. And this is the reason I got quite excited about it. It's clockwork, so you can have it right by a fire. There's not electric or anything like that, and got your actual spit and different attachments which slot in. So yeah, you've also got things like a tray that can go underneath and a grill that can go on top. There's a surround as well, there's all sorts. So yeah, looking forward to trying this. Now I did want to put it on one edge of here and have the fire on the other side, maybe get coals under it. We'll just have to see how it goes. It's a learning curve. One good thing about roof tenting in this forest is there is ant nests everywhere, and they're like proper wood ants that bite you. In fact, I just got one on me from filming the cutaway just then. Must have got on the tripod. So yeah, hammocking or a roof tent is the best here, especially in the summer months anyway. I'm all prepped. All my wood is chopped down. I've just gathered a few sticks and a little bit nervous about trying this rotisserie on this tiny fire pit. It'll either work or it won't. It'll work somehow. We'll make it. There's a disused den or hole here, but I think it might be a good place to put the trail camera. Just last minute remembered to bring it out with me. I heard a lot of rustling and stuff in here the last time I was here, so I thought I may as well put it out. It's only one night and I'm not too far away, so probably lucky to get anything. I think I definitely need to put up the cache for the bigger one. It's smaller every time I see it, I swear. Just using my favourite wood wall fire lighters. And that kindling that I collected. And just some little pieces I've battened down. Well, that went up fast. It's blowing towards camp, towards me. got the shirt on now as it's cooling down a little bit. Standing back from the fire because the smoke's going everywhere. If you didn't see the last video where I used this spot, which should be the video before this I think, it's like a ridge between two valleys. Just love it. It's so peaceful here. Yeah, just waiting for a few coals. I'll put half the grill on and try and put this chicken on this spit roast and see what happens. Well, my first job here is to cut up some garlic. I'm just going to bundle up and cut that up too. I've got some butter here, so I'm just going to mix all that together. It's a little bit solid from being in the cool bag still. And with the chicken skin just loosened a bit, I'm just going to stuff it with this butter mix. Get it all nice and juicy and tasty inside. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of oil on the skin, just so the salt and pepper adheres to it. I'm a little bit annoyed that this chicken isn't trussed, and I don't have anything to truss it with here in the middle of nowhere. Didn't think about that. So I'm going to stick it on the spit. If I can get this to go through the legs a bit, then that might help. And just put this end on to secure it. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, didn't quite work. Might try that again. Give it a wind up. Probably should have done that first, the whole chicken's moving. Let's get that on there. And pull the tab. I've got to say that noise is more noticeable out here in the peace and quiet than it was at home. It's not too bad, I can live with it. I'm guessing you can hear that. Time for a beer, and I've got a neck oil, pretty much my favourite beer I think. So cheers everyone, and cheers to the new channel and everyone that's subscribed. If you missed that, it's called Kent E-Bikes, and well, I'll give you a guess what it's about. Reviewing and playing around with e-bikes. Yeah, that was in last week's announcement. And for those of you asking about the review channel, that's going to come back. It's been dormant. Moved house and I set up a studio, and the idea was to do reviews in there with footage of me using it in the field, but we'll see. But yeah, I've got some things lined up to review. One of them will eventually be this rotisserie, or spit roaster, whatever you want to call it. I think I need my fire to die down because it's cooking a bit quick. But yeah, the other channels won't affect this one. It'll be business as usual. I will be building that shelter soon. It's been delayed for a couple of reasons, but I'll be doing that. Lined up another shelter build somewhere else as well, so that's for another person, so that should be fun to do. And that's actually in the woodland. I did that big inflatable tent in. Yeah, what else? Obviously this is being put together. hoping to get it up to Scotland, Wales, and by the end of the year I want to get over to Scandinavia in it as well. That'd be really cool. Just get it really sorted so I can really depend on it. Although it has been pretty dependable so far. I'm really impressed with Patty. Ah, the sounds of nature. Right, with the chicken going round and round in the background, I've got the tray that goes underneath it. I did have it on for a while, but it was lighting the fats. So I'm going to cut these potatoes up. And we'll try them under the chicken. Might be too much heat underneath, in which case I'll maybe put it on top. We'll just see how it goes. Might put a little oil on just to get them going. Uh-oh, we've had an incident. Bugger. Get this off. Oh, look at the state of that. I think I had it rested too close to the edge of the grill. I've made a reinforcement to the back of the fire pit there so the weight doesn't tip it over, hopefully. Well, it's been brushed off and it's back on with them supports. Seems to be okay. This is not the way to test a product. What I could do is put it surround on, put it on the ground and put coals in it. But then I'd have to take the potatoes off. I guess I could just fry them in a pan on the fire pit. Let's see, I'll leave it a little longer. Time for another wind up. I'm assuming this handle comes off it being plastic, as you can put this in the oven. Got some coals here inside the frame, so we're going to try that. I think this would work better on a campfire rather than a... Oh no. Oh, I'll be okay. There we go. Just give that a turn. Put a lid on. Now I can just put some wood on the fire, not worry too much about building it up too big, and enjoy the sunset. Let's have a look how she's getting on. That's looking pretty good actually. Much better in here than on the fire pit. I'm sure it'd be fine next to a ground fire, but the fire pit just wasn't doing it. I've just left the potatoes where they were on the side of the fire pit, slowly cooking away. been sat here enjoying the sunset. It's down now, so it's starting to get dark. Lanterns are on, so is the strip lights. And I think the chicken's just about ready, which is good because that clicking is kind of driving me a bit mad. I mean, yeah. I think it could probably be working on a barbecue quite well. I don't know about in the woods trying to relax. We'll see. I mean, it works, it does what it says on the tin. I think the potatoes are probably ready. I'll test them in a minute and get dinner out. Pretty hungry. Potato down. Alright, let's get this thing off the spit. Ooh, don't forget about that. Not bad considering it went on the floor. Oh yeah, falling off the bone. Definitely cooked. Look at that. Here we go. Let's check them potatoes first, see if they're cooked. Just about. Chicken is actually probably done a tiny bit more than I would do on purpose, but it's totally fine. Better that it's cooked. Bit of a drumstick. That's juicy. Time to build this up a bit. If anyone remembers, there was a storage bag I couldn't figure out last time. It's a boot bag which you can hang up, which is definitely handy in a roof tent. I'm in the roof bunk, away from the elements. It's actually quite a pleasant evening, didn't even have to put a jacket on or anything. So yeah, we're definitely moving into that sort of summer. But yeah, I like it in here, it's very roomy. I'm gonna chill out in here and watch a film, I think. I didn't make a hot chocolate. Shock horror. Couldn't be bothered, didn't really fancy it. But I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. So a little cloudy earlier, but the sun's starting to come up over the horizon and the trees now. Starting to warm up. I've still got my thermal shirt under my shirt. Can hear some chainsaws off in the far distance, doing some forestry work, I guess. Other than that, it's pretty peaceful. Just going to enjoy the view for a minute, and can't decide whether to get the fire going or use my gas stove. Bit dodgy, I left my axe out last night. Well, I'm doing kind of a French toast type thing today. That's quite a big egg. Stick an egg in there. Give it a bit of a whisk. And some milk. Now I've forgotten just about everything it takes to make my breakfast. I don't know how I managed that. I had some nice raspberries and blueberries and the maple syrup, all that forgotten. So it's more of a eggy bread kind of breakfast to keep me going. Idiot. I've got some butter in a pan here. Get that flipped. Well, at least I can have a cup of tea. I think I come up with a way of making it a bit more substantial. Oh, I wish I had maple syrup. The berries I can live without. Well, here we go. Could just eat it like a sandwich, I guess. Nah. I'll be civilised and use a knife and fork. It's okay. Needs a little more salt and pepper. Maple syrup. Made sure all the windows are open. That stops the air getting trapped in when you pull it down, and they're all tucked inside. Right guys, that's me all done and packed away. Sorry about breakfast. Wish it was a bit more exciting myself. I think I'm gonna give this spot a little rest. I've used it twice in the space of a week now, and get on with some other things. Hopefully start that shelter soon. Got a canoe trip coming up as well. But yeah, lots to do. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.